context where somebody's calling me crazy because of my disorders, then I don't particularly enjoy it. Oh yeah, absolutely. My disorder with the trichotillomania, the hair pulling, it's this constant feeling that somebody is going to see a bald spot or they're going to see a track line or something, whether or not I have like a hairpiece on or extensions or something like that. I always feel like people are going to see that, and it's uncomfortable. And it's even worse when somebody points it out, because it does affect my self-esteem. It doesn't matter how long I work in this field or how much I live with this disorder, and I preach self-acceptance, but it's hard. Sometimes when I get up in the morning, it's really hard for me to get out of bed, like really hard. And mostly it's me sitting there worrying about the most ridiculous, inane things. So I go in and out of cycles where I don't pull, I do pull. Same with my nails. This is the first time in my entire life that I've had both active at the same time, and that is really hard. I think I'm afraid of people. I'm afraid of their reactions, so I always constantly worry that people are going to see it and judge me for it, I guess, because it's not who I am. But it's a big part of me, and it's made me who I am, which I'm grateful for, but I'm afraid of the judgment and the disgust, because there's a lot of people that look at this disorder and they're like, well, you're pulling your own hair, just stop it. Okay, if I could just stop it, do you think I would not have done that already? Like, this is a debilitating, socially isolating disorder. I don't know anyone that would choose to do this. I've met thousands of people with this disorder now. I just got into hiking, and depending on the stage of where my hair's at, I swim. And I guess a hobby too, it's a hobby and a passion, is working with the BFRB community, and that brings me a lot of joy. So recently that Ariana Grande song came out, the 7 Rings, and she talks about, oh, you like my hair? Gee, thanks, just bought it. And so in our community, that was kind of like, there's a lot of people that just thought it was hilarious, because I say that all the time. If someone compliments me on my hair, I'm like, thanks, just bought it. Like, yeah, it's mine. I didn't grow it, but I bought it, so it's mine. My social life is good right now. I have a really great support group in terms of my friends. They're really great. All of them know about my disorder. I've a great partner that knows about the disorder. The one thing I would change is I wish that I wasn't so self-conscious about the spots. The biggest one is, no, I can't stop. If I could, I would. 2, it is not self-harm. I want people to know that, like, I'm still the same normal human being. It's just I have this quirk about me, and the one thing I would tell somebody that has this disorder, with or without a diagnosis, the one thing that saved me, that made me feel more comfortable in my skin, was finding my community. Once you meet people that have this disorder, like, it's just a feeling of acceptance, and they know. They're not going to think that you're weird quirks, or what you think are weird. They're not going to think it's weird, because they're like, yeah, I do that too. One thing I don't like hearing is when people say, oh, I'm so stressed, I pull my hair out. And it's like, that for some reason just hits me a little. Beauty comes from within. We spend a lot of time focusing and hyper-focusing on hair and nails and beauty. And I don't think those things are necessarily what make us beautiful.
Hi everyone, Kala is an amazing mental health advocate. She actually runs the peer support group in Toronto for people with trichotillomania or any body-focused repetitive behavior. In the long version of her interview, she explains a little bit more what trichotillomania is and how to deal with it. The other thing you can get there is her story of how it changed her life to actually find her people, and how a peer support group, or just this one person that that might understand you and live the same experience as you can help you and change the way you live your everyday life. So if you're interested by it all, I hope I'll see you there next Monday.